What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the New York Knicks versus Atlanta Hawks NBA matchup going down Monday, January 20th, 2025. If you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love. Head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. This is a great week to get involved because I'll tell you, this is a week where I'm headed to Vegas on Monday. I am excited. When we go to Vegas here at Pick Dawgz, if you followed us on our channel long enough, you know we go to do damage. And that's what I'm planning on doing. And hopefully I bump into some of you guys at the Sportsbook. But either way, we're going to have fun this next week. Plenty of action on the premium side. The premium plays that you see on the board are going to be the games that I have the biggest amount of money on. So make sure you jump on board, whether it's with a long-term pass or even just a daily pass. And remember to use that promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase. We've also got products for those who make big bets and those with big bankrolls, those looking for a VIP experience, where you're going to get things like late alert plays closer to game time, where we're going to track line movement for you, try to get you the best possible number compared to the closing line. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, text the number on the screen for more information, even if it's just to find out if this is right for you. But let's get to this one between the New York Knicks and the Atlanta Hawks. And it's MLK Day, so you know what that means. We got some afternoon NBA action, all day NBA action as well. I am pumped for this card. Love MLK Day. And, got the New York Knicks coming into this one 27-16 on the year, 21-21-1 against the number. After a 116-99 loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves in their last matchup, they've now alternated wins and losses in each of their last 7 games, while the Atlanta Hawks are coming off of another upset victory over the Boston Celtics on the road, picking up the 119-115 overtime win over the Celtics. And it's the third straight win for the Atlanta Hawks, who, like I said, 22-19 on the year, 18-23 against the number, and they are 6-4 straight up in their last 10, and a lot of those wins have been coming on the road. Boston, Chicago, they beat Utah. They did have some clunkers thrown in there against teams like Phoenix, the Clippers, the Lakers, the Nuggets. But still, Atlanta been highly competitive. And if, the seeding broke down the right way, maybe we get a Celtics-Hawks first-round playoff matchup. Would not be sad about that, especially with how chippy it got near the end of that game. But, now, like I said, the Atlanta Hawks have been competitive. And now they head to New York to take on a Knicks team that has been underwhelming at times this season. Don't get me wrong, they're still a solid team. 27-16 is going to be the team in the mix for a top 4 seed, I think, for the rest of the season in the Eastern Conference. But what they have to do is shake off the inconsistency. And let's face it, this is a team that's lost 6 of their last 9 games, and they have lost some winnable spots. They lost outright as 10.5-point favorites against the Magic, got blown out by the Timberwolves last time out, as 3-point favorites. It was a game where Karl Anthony Towns was, ruled out, closer to tip off. But there's only so much that Jalen Brunson and OG Anunoby can really do on their own. Josh Hart, had another solid game, another balanced game, 12 points, 9 rebounds, but he's listed as questionable for this game, as is Karl Anthony Towns, and it's going to be worth noting the injury status of those guys, and you're going to want to keep track of it as you get closer to tip off. But the thing for me here is that, a lot of questions could be brought up about, well, do the Knicks get back on track here? And potentially they could. There's nothing saying that this team can't bounce back against the Atlanta Hawks. But however, I would counter it by saying this: if you're trying to bet against the Hawks, thinking that there could be a letdown in store after beating the Boston Celtics, I should probably remind you that the Atlanta Hawks, for whatever reason, as of late, when they pull off big upsets, there's no letdown in sight afterwards. I mean, when they last beat the Boston Celtics earlier this season, they went back home and demolished the Washington Wizards. Maybe you say, maybe that's because it's the Wizards. Well, remember when they had that NBA Cup game against the Cleveland Cavaliers and handed Cleveland their first loss of the season? They faced Cleveland in a rematch and won outright for the second straight game. They won by 16 points. So we've seen it time and time again where, the Hawks win and then they follow it up with another win. They beat Minnesota at home just before the Christmas break, went back out after the Christmas break, beat the Chicago Bulls. So this is a team that is focused. I think that they can go into New York and potentially have a chance at the outright upset here. We know Trae Young in Madison Square Garden, that place is going to be bumping, but I think Trae Young loves playing the villain role, and I think he's going to do it perfectly here. I'm going to take the Atlanta Hawks plus the points. I might sprinkle a little bit on Atlanta money line in this one, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.